We all carry dreams we believe will finally make us happy. For some, it's wealth, enough to never worry again. For others, it's love, perfect, unconditional, eternal. And for many, it's power, the strength to rise above all fear. But sometimes what we chase most fiercely becomes the very thing that leaves us empty. This is the story of three young men. Each stood before the Buddha, certain that if their wish was fulfilled, joy would follow. What unfolded in the years to come revealed a truth far deeper, a truth about desire and about where happiness really lives. Once, in the city of Sravasti, three young men walked into the monastery where the Buddha was teaching. One wore plain clothes, his hands rough from work, but his eyes burned with longing. Another was neatly dressed, with the air of a young scholar, his gaze steady yet restless. The third wore fine robes, walking proudly, his chin lifted, ambition written across his face. They bowed deeply and said, "Master, please help us. We each have a wish. If you grant it, we will finally be happy." The Buddha smiled gently and asked them to speak one by one. The first young man clenched his fist, said, "I was born poor. While others studied, I labored. While others feasted, I starved. I want money, gold in my house, land and servants. Then I will never suffer again." The second said, "I only want love. A beautiful wife, gentle and kind, who will belong only to me. If I could have perfect love, my life would be complete." The third said, "I want power. I want to rise above everyone else, to speak and be obeyed. If I had power, I would finally have meaning." The hall grew still. The disciples exchanged glances, but the Buddha only looked at them quietly. After a long silence, he said softly. "You may go and seek what you desire. When you find joy, or when you find sorrow, come back to me." 10 years passed. One night, the wind roared and rain poured down. The monastery doors creaked open, and three weary men stepped inside. Their clothes were still decent, but their shoulders bent low. Their faces were pale, their eyes hollow, their steps heavy as if carrying the weight of 10 years of sorrow. The first fell to his knees and cried out, "Master, I became rich. My house is full of gold. But I never sleep in peace. I fear thieves, I fear betrayal, even from my own family. I thought wealth would free me, but it chained me instead." The second lowered his head, tears rolling down his cheeks. "I found the woman I dreamed of. At first we were happy, but my love became possession. I tried to hold her too tightly, to make her only mine. In the end, she pulled away. The love I clung to turned into pain. I thought love would heal me, but it broke my heart." The third bowed his head and whispered, his voice heavy with shame, "I reached power. Crowds obeyed me, people feared me. But I trusted no one. Every smile looked like a hidden knife. When politics turned, I lost everything. I thought power would make me strong, but it left me weaker than ever." The Buddha listened in silence. For a long moment he said nothing. His calm gaze seemed to look straight into their hearts. Then, in a voice steady and gentle, he spoke. "You are not wrong to wish, but you believe desire itself could end suffering. Wealth without wisdom brings fear. Love without kindness becomes chains. Power without virtue turns to poison. True wealth is contentment. True love is compassion. True strength is to master your own heart." The storm outside grew louder, lightning flashing through the windows, but inside the hall there was perfect stillness. The three men wept, yet their hearts felt lighter. And for the first time in 10 years, they understood. This story is not only theirs. It belongs to all of us. Because it reminds us, sometimes we must walk through the wrong roads to learn the right lessons. What we chase outside may only bring us emptiness. But what we seek inside, peace, kindness, wisdom, never fades. If you like this story, please give it a like and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more inspiring stories like this one. Thank you for listening. Stay well and stay peaceful.